Have you ever wondered why some people seem to earn money even while they sleep, while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? Jim Rohn once said, "One income is too close to none." In today's unpredictable world, relying on just one source of income isn't just risky, it's dangerous. In this video, you'll learn how to unlock the magic of multiple income streams, the same principle that turned ordinary people into extraordinary success stories. Stay with me till the end, because the final lesson might just change how you think about money forever. 1. Why diversification is protection. Think of income streams like the legs of a table. The more legs it has, the steadier it stands. When a table has only one leg, it's bound to topple over at the slightest push. But when it has 4, 5, or 6 legs, even a hard shove won't easily bring it down. The same is true in life and finance. Relying solely on a single source of income, no matter how lucrative, puts you in a fragile position. If that source falters, you face uncertainty and stress. Diversification, on the other hand, is a shield against unpredictability. It's not just about money, it's about freedom, stability, and peace of mind. Jim Rohn often said that financial security doesn't come from working harder, it comes from working wiser. The wisdom lies in spreading your risk, in building multiple sources of support so that no single failure can undo your progress. Imagine an employee who loses their job overnight. If that job was their only income, they're immediately in survival mode, scrambling to pay bills, drained by panic. But imagine someone who has a small online business, a rental property, a freelance skill, or even dividend income on the side. Losing one leg of their financial table would still hurt, but it wouldn't destroy them. They would have time, leverage, and confidence to recover. Diversification gives you the ability to breathe when others panic. It allows you to see downturns not as disasters, but as moments to recalibrate and reallocate your energy. The principle of diversification doesn't stop with money. It applies to knowledge, skills, and relationships as well. A well-diversified mind is one that's curious and adaptable. When you learn across disciplines, finance, psychology, technology, communication, you become resilient to change. The world is evolving faster than ever. Entire industries rise and fall within a decade. But the person who has diversified their understanding can pivot smoothly, finding opportunity in every transition. Jim Rohn warned that life will always send storms, recessions, layoffs, inflation, and unexpected emergencies. You can't stop the storms, but you can strengthen your foundation before they come. Diversification is that foundation. It's not about being scattered, it's about being secure. Each stream of income, each skill, each relationship you build is a pillar that holds up your future. When one weakens, the others carry the weight. It's how you turn uncertainty into confidence. In a world that constantly changes, diversification is not just protection, it's power. It's the quiet assurance that no matter what happens, you have built a life too stable to be shaken. 2. Identifying your hidden talents. We all have skills that lie dormant, waiting to be discovered, developed, and shared with the world. The tragedy is that many people live their entire lives without ever uncovering the gifts that could have transformed their destiny. Jim Rohn believed that your gifts hold the keys to your wealth and fulfillment. The first step toward unlocking them is self-awareness, an honest curiosity about what makes you feel alive. What do you do that feels effortless but impresses others? What activities make you lose track of time? These clues point toward your hidden talents. Maybe you have a gift for storytelling. You can capture attention with your words. Or perhaps you have a knack for solving problems, organizing chaos, or teaching others complex ideas in simple terms. These aren't just hobbies or traits, they're seeds of value that can be cultivated into income, influence, and impact. Often, our strongest abilities are the ones we take for granted because they come naturally. A person who's naturally empathetic might overlook their ability to counsel or coach. A person who's analytical might underestimate how valuable their problem-solving skills are in business or technology. Discovering your talents requires experimentation. You can't find your gold if you never dig. Try new things, volunteer for projects, create something, teach something, or share your thoughts online. Every experience gives you feedback. The more you do, the clearer the patterns become. You'll notice what energizes you versus what drains you. You'll notice what others consistently thank you for. That's not coincidence. It's direction. Jim Rohn emphasized that talents are not meant to stay buried. He once said, "The major key to your better future is you. Your abilities are potential wealth, but potential means nothing until it's activated." That means learning how to refine your skills through study, mentorship, and deliberate practice. The goal isn't just to know what you're good at, but to make it exceptional. Excellence turns talent into treasure. And here's the beautiful part. Once you identify and develop your hidden talents, opportunities start finding you. You attract situations, people, and income aligned with your strengths. Your life begins to feel less like struggle and more like flow. You're no longer trying to fit into someone else's mold. You're creating your own lane. When you align your work with your unique gifts, you stop chasing success and start magnetizing it. Your hidden talents are not accidents. They are assignments. They are the tools you were given to build your contribution to the world. 3. Creating value-based side incomes. Money flows where value grows. This simple truth separates those who struggle financially from those who thrive. Most people chase money, believing it's the ultimate goal. But money is only the byproduct. The real engine is value. When you solve problems, when you make life easier, better, or more enjoyable for others, the world rewards you for it. Jim Rohn often said, "To have more, you must become more." That means your income rarely exceeds your personal development. To create side incomes that last, you must first focus on becoming a person of increasing value. A value-based side income isn't built on luck or gimmicks. It's built on understanding what people need and providing it in a meaningful way. Look around you. Every business that exists solves a problem. Someone needed to communicate faster, so we got phones. Someone wanted comfort, so we got furniture. Someone wanted entertainment, so we got streaming. The marketplace pays those who make life better. That means your mission is not to ask, "How can I make money?" but rather, "How can I help more people in ways that matter?" Let's say you're good at graphic design, writing, or digital marketing. Those skills can become freelance income streams. Or maybe you're passionate about health and wellness. You could start creating content, courses, or coaching sessions that guide others toward transformation. The key is to focus on impact first. When people see results, they're willing to pay for your expertise. The greater your impact, the greater your income. But creating value-based side incomes also means being consistent. You must show up with integrity and professionalism even when results are slow. Success compounds quietly at first. The first client leads to the second to the fifth, and soon you have a system that works while you sleep. That's when your side income transforms from extra cash to genuine financial independence. Jim Rohn taught that wealth isn't something you pursue, it's something you attract by becoming valuable. If you want to double your income, don't chase 2 jobs. Double your usefulness. Learn more, serve more, create more. Whether it's a digital product, a skill-based service, or a small business, your side income should reflect your purpose and strengths. When you build it around genuine contribution, it becomes sustainable. In the end, creating value-based side incomes isn't just about financial freedom, it's about personal evolution. It turns you into a creator rather than a consumer. It teaches you how to think in terms of service, not scarcity. It's how you step into the mindset of abundance. Money follows value, and value follows growth. The more you grow, the more the world gives back to you, not because you demanded it, but because you earned it through genuine contribution. 4. Turning ideas into automated income. Once you create something valuable, systemize it. Automation transforms effort into freedom. Jim Rohn said, "Don't just make a living, design a life." Creating something valuable is only half of the equation. The real art lies in removing yourself from the constant labor of maintaining it. Most people stop at creation. They write a book, start a business, launch a course, or design a product, but they remain trapped inside the machinery they built. The goal is to move from being the operator to being the architect. Automation is how you do that. It's how you transform your work from a treadmill into a system that runs even when you rest. Automation doesn't mean cold efficiency or replacing human warmth. It means creating repeatable processes that free your mind for higher thinking. When you automate, you stop asking, "How do I do this again?" and start asking, "How can this happen without me?" That question changes everything. It moves you from the worker's mindset to the creator's mindset, from survival to design. Think of a blacksmith in ancient Rome. He forges one sword at a time, hammering each blade by hand. Now imagine he designs a forge that allows apprentices to shape steel more consistently while he focuses on creating better blueprints and expanding trade routes. That's automation in essence, building systems that produce results without demanding your direct presence. In the modern world, automation can take many forms: email sequences that nurture customers while you sleep, digital products that sell without manual effort, or workflows that streamline how your team operates. A YouTuber who uploads videos that earn ad revenue for years has automated a slice of their creativity. A writer whose ebook sells on autopilot has created a digital asset that continues to work long after the writing is done. Each system is a small machine that converts your intellectual energy into recurring value. But to automate effectively, you must first understand your process intimately. You can't automate chaos. You can only automate clarity. That means documenting what you do, breaking it down into steps, and then asking what can be delegated, outsourced, or mechanized. You start by identifying the repetitive parts of your work, the ones that drain your energy but don't require your unique genius. Those are the levers automation can pull for you. Automation is a form of leverage. Archimedes once said, "Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world." Systems are your levers. Once built, they multiply effort without multiplying hours. The Stoics would recognize this as alignment with nature, effort used wisely, not wasted. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do what you must and let nature take its course." In business, automation is that natural course, the evolution from labor to flow. Ultimately, automation isn't just about profit, it's about freedom. Freedom to think, to rest, to grow. When your systems work without you, you regain time to reflect and innovate. You move from merely surviving in your creation to thriving because of it. That's what Jim Rohn meant when he said, "Don't just make a living, design a life." A well-designed life includes systems that protect your time, amplify your output, and reward your foresight. Automation is not the end of work. It's the beginning of meaningful work. When your ideas run on autopilot, your energy can turn toward creation, service, and mastery. You stop trading time for money, and you start trading ideas for freedom. 5. Making your money work while you sleep. The final step is investing, turning earned income into passive income. Whether it's real estate, stocks, or digital assets, your money should have a job even when you don't. The transition from earning money to making money work for you is the final threshold of financial independence. At first, you earn through effort, through hours, sweat, and skill. But effort has limits. Time is finite. To transcend that boundary, your capital must become a worker. Every dollar is a potential employee waiting to be assigned a task. The wealthy understand this deeply. They don't let money sit idle. They direct it with purpose. Investing is how you teach your money discipline and direction. Just as a Stoic disciplines the mind against chaos, the investor disciplines capital against erosion. Inflation, poor decisions, and fear are the enemies. Wisdom, patience, and knowledge are the shields. Seneca wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." The aim is to become the master, to use money, not to be used by it. The most profound investors don't just chase returns, they chase resilience. They understand that markets rise and fall, but strategy endures. Like the Stoic who remains calm amid storms, the true investor holds faith in long-term compounding. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. What he meant is that when you reinvest your gains, your money begins to grow on its own momentum. $1 becomes $2, $2 become $4, and over years, the exponential curve turns quiet discipline into visible abundance. This principle applies to more than markets. Investing includes every asset that multiplies without demanding constant attention. Real estate yields rent while appreciating. Dividend-paying stocks reward patience with consistent income. Digital products or intellectual property, like online courses, apps, or books, can provide royalties or licensing revenue long after creation. Even building an audience is an investment. Attention is the new currency of the digital age. Yet the Stoic investor doesn't act from greed, but from stewardship. Marcus Aurelius warned, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The goal isn't endless accumulation, it's independence and impact. When your money works for you, you're free to focus on purpose over paycheck. Financial peace is not luxury, it's clarity. It's the state where your survival no longer depends on constant striving. Making your money work while you sleep is, in truth, about building a self-sustaining ecosystem. Your ideas, systems, and investments form a cycle. You earn, you automate, you invest, and the cycle compounds. Each turn strengthens your independence. Each layer builds upon the last until your wealth exists not as a fragile possession, but as a living system, self-feeding, self-growing, self-protecting. To get there requires wisdom more than wealth. Start small, but start smart. Invest regularly. Study what you own. Seek businesses and assets that create real value. Avoid what promises fast returns without foundations. A Stoic investor is calm, patient, and rational, neither elated in gain nor broken in loss. Markets fluctuate, character should not. In the end, the purpose of investing isn't just to grow rich, it's to grow free. Money that works without you gives you time, and time is the truest measure of wealth. As Warren Buffett said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." True financial mastery, then, is not about greed. It's about freedom from necessity, the power to design your days, and the wisdom to let your wealth serve your life, not the other way around. Jim Rohn once said, "Make profits a product of creativity, not just effort." The true magic of multiple income streams isn't just about earning more. It's about becoming more. Start today. Turn your ideas into income, your efforts into systems, and your money into freedom. Because the best time to build wealth is always before you need it.